Good morning and welcome to day 8 of Ohso Yoganuary. Thank you once again for joining me and well done for joining me. Today we are going to be looking at working the core. The core is so important, it's integral to the body, it's keeping our stability, it's helping to protect our lower back, it's keeping our body long, it's keeping our posture in the right place. It really does help with both our practice but also with just keeping us strong and out of injury for everyday activities. So we're going to start with a Pranayama, a breathing technique. So we're going to lay down on the mat, just slowly rolling back. We're going to take the feet nice and wide, so maybe as wide as the mat, maybe a little wider, and just let the knees drop in towards each other. Placing one hand to belly, one hand to the heart, and just feel yourself relax down into the mat. So we're going to take 3, we're going to breathe in for 3, and then we're going to breathe out for 6. So we're going to do this twice, and then we'll breathe in for 4, and breathe out for 8. And again we'll do this twice, and then we'll breathe in for 5, and we'll breathe out for 10, and we'll do this twice. So just closing your eyes, just following my lead. Take a long deep inhale, a long deep exhale. We're going to inhale for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And inhale and exhale. And just allow the breath to settle, to calm. And just releasing the arms down alongside you. We're going to hug the knees into the chest. Just rock the knees from side to side. And then we're going to start thinking about activating the core. So just holding onto the knees, and we're going to bring nose to knees, knees to nose. Maybe we'll stay there holding onto the knees, or maybe we'll reach the arms forwards, really trying to curl ourselves into that tiny little ball and start to feel the activation in the core. Maybe now activating your Ujjayi breath. Two more breaths there. And relax the shoulders, the head back down to the ground. Take a breath there. And we're going to come back up again. So maybe holding onto the knees, maybe reaching the arms forwards. Find your breath. Long deep inhale, long deep exhale. Take one more breath there. And slowly release the shoulders, the head back down to the ground. And we'll take the toes up to the sky. So try and straighten the legs and flex the feet. I'll take an inhale here, take the arms over the head to the ground. And as we exhale, reach up and see if we can touch the toes. Inhale, take the arms back. Exhale, see if we can touch the toes. Inhale back. Exhale, touching the toes. One more round. And now taking the legs wide and taking the arms through the legs. So reaching those arms forwards. Keep the navel drawn in towards the spine. As we exhale, reach the arms forwards. And inhale, release back. Exhale, reach forwards. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, forwards. Inhale, come back. Exhale, reaching forwards. And inhale, come back. Let's take the legs back together. We're going to reach the fingers up towards the toes. And then very slowly, keep the lower back pressed down into the mat. Reaching the arms back, slowly lowering the legs down to the ground. Hello, Simba. And release. Let's hug the knees into the chest again. And just rock the knees from side to side. So we're going to cross the ankles and we're going to rock ourselves back and forth until we can rock ourselves forwards, and maybe we can rock all the way over. Step back and come onto hands and knees. Otherwise just come into hands and knees, however works for you today. We're going to spread the fingers, shoulders over the wrists, knees under the hips. As we inhale, we'll drop the belly, open the chest, gazing up for that nice arch in the back. As we exhale, we'll roll round the back, pressing the shoulders up towards the sky, drawing the navel in, dropping the crown. Inhale, come into cow, open the chest, gazing up. And exhale, rounding the back, draw the navel in first, lead through the core. Following your breath, each inhale, come into cow. And each exhale, coming into cat. And then come into that neutral spine. We're going to step the left foot back and press through the heel. Then turn that back heel in, so the heel's on the ground, and reach the left arm up to the sky, really opening up through the chest. Bring the bottom hip forwards. Open that left hip up towards the sky, and we're going to reach the fingers out ahead of the mat. So we may want to stay here, or we may be able to lift that back leg. Really stretch through the fingers. And so for some of us this is enough, maybe we'll stay here. Or maybe we can exhale, bring the elbow to the knee and the knee to the elbow, really crunch everything in. Expand out as we inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, expand. Exhale, elbow to knee. One more. Inhale, expand out, so we meet those who may have stayed there, and we'll bring the hand and the knee back down to the ground. Let's take the same on the other side. So step the right foot back, press through the heel, and then turn that heel in. Inhale, lift the right hand to the heart, to the sky, really open up. The bottom hip draws forward, the right hip opens up, and then reach through the right fingers. Turn the armpit up towards the ceiling, and then maybe we can lift that back leg off of the ground. Keep reaching through the fingers. Stay strong in the left hand, pressing down through the left hand, and maybe we'll come into those crunches. Elbow to knee, and expand as we inhale. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, expand. Two more. Exhale, crunch. And inhale, expand. Take that nice stretch before we take the right hand left knee down to the ground. Let's tuck our toes, push back into a downward facing dog. First downward facing dog of the practice. Maybe we're pedaling the knees, the feet. Maybe taking a little rock in the hips from side to side, or maybe you prefer to just take your down dog and find stillness. In our downward dog, we're allowing the heels to sink down towards the ground. We're spreading through the fingers. And we're finding a nice long spine up through the tailbone. We may find we get more length by bending the knees a little. Long deep inhale there. And long deep exhale there. We're going to inhale, roll ourselves forwards into a high plank, and we're going to hold that plank there. So we want to keep that nice long straight line from the heels all the way up through the crown and round through the upper back. So pressing between the shoulder blades is really opening, find that space and draw the navel in. As you draw the navel in, you tilt the tailbone down towards the heels. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to roll ourselves back into a downward facing dog. Inhale, roll ourselves forwards, high plank. And exhale, push back through downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 more there. Inhale, rolling forwards, draw the navel in. Exhale, downward dog, tailbone to the sky. Inhale, roll forwards, high plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's drop down to our knees, our chest and our chin. Inhale, slide forwards, roll the shoulders for cobra. Exhale, come back down, push back through downward facing dog. Take a breath there. We're going to inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky. And hold that there. So the left heel sinking down to the ground, the right toes pointing up to the sky, allowing the hips to open here. Find the breath, find that nice opening. And then drop that right hip, so the hips are square to the mat. And as we exhale, we're going to bring the right knee to the nose, shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, take that right leg back, up to the sky. Exhale, draw the navel in, bring nose to knee. Inhale, take that leg back, and up to the sky. Exhale, one more time. Nose to knee. Inhale, take the leg up. And then we'll come back into our downward facing dog. Ready for the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg up to the sky. We're going to hold that there as we sink the right heel down. Really pointing those toes, lifting that leg up and allowing the hips to open. Reconnect with your breath. And then drop that left hip. As we exhale, we're going to bring that nose to knee to nose. Inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, draw the navel in, knee to nose. One more. And inhale, lift the leg up. And exhale, come into our downward facing dog. Chest towards the thighs, release through the shoulders as you draw the shoulder blades in towards each other. Now we're going to roll ourselves forwards into that high plank. And then we're going to drop the knees just so they hover over the mat and hold that there. For 5, 4, 3, 2,
1. Push back into downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths there. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, roll forwards into plank. Exhale, allow the knees to drop down, just hovering over the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's push back into downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, rolling forwards. High plank. Exhale, slowly lower the knees down to the mat. Touch the knees on the mat and we'll rest down onto our bellies. We're going to come into Sphinx pose. So resting the forearms down on the ground. Spreading the fingers and pressing down through the palms. Keeping the hips nice and heavy. The tops of the feet heavy. The knees lifted as we extend the chest forwards. Really lengthening through the front body. And breathe. Imagine you're drawing the mat in towards you as the chest extends forwards. Just find the breath, reconnect with the breath, calming the breath. Inhale and exhale. We're going to come down to the mat, taking the hands back. So they're just below the chest, towards the waist. We'll roll the shoulders, open the chest, and we'll come up into upward facing dog. So upward facing dog, the knees and the thighs are up off of the mat. We're opening the chest, drawing the shoulder blades towards each other. Gazing ahead, maybe gazing up. And really pressing through the tops of the feet. Just stay with the breath. Long, deep inhale. Long, deep exhale. One more there. And then rolling over the toes, push back into our downward facing dog. We're going to inhale, come up onto the toes, look ahead, exhale, step or jump into a seated position. So we're going to come into our boat pose. We don't want to round the back, we want to lift through the chest, and we're perching on those sit bones. So toes are just tapping on the ground initially, maybe that's enough for you. Maybe we can reach the arms forwards and lift the legs so that the calves are parallel to the mat. We keep opening and lifting through the chest, keep reaching forwards. If this feels like it's pulling in the lower back, just hold under the knees. And we're going to do some toe taps. So 3 rounds of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Round 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Final round, or you may want to hold still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. We're going to cross our ankles, leaning forward. See if we can step or jump back into a high plank. Lower down for chaturanga. Your choice. Maybe knees, chest, chin. Maybe full chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So maybe at this point we'd like to come down into a child's pose and have a rest. Relaxing the forehead down to the ground. If you're not ready for a rest yet, maybe come up into a downward facing dog. And we can do 3 rounds of rolling those shoulders forwards into high plank and pushing back into downward facing dog. So inhale, rolling forwards, high plank. And exhale, draw the navel in as we push back, downward dog. Number 2, inhale, rolling forwards. Exhale, pushing back. Inhale, rolling forwards. And exhale, push back. If you're in your child's pose, come and join us back in our downward facing dog. Inhale, up onto the toes, look ahead. Exhale, stepping, maybe jumping to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. We're going to inhale, halfway lift. We're going to place the right hand down underneath our shoulder. We're going to lift that back leg. As we reach the left leg back, we're going to open the left chest. Take the left hand to the heart. Maybe we can reach that arm up to the sky. Really lift and open through the chest for our half moon. And then we're going to reach that top arm forward. What's a wall in the way? And then maybe we can take those crunches, and maybe staying there, or maybe we can take those crunches as we did before. Exhale, crunch, knee to elbow, inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend, woo. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. And then let's take that left hand, right foot down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping, maybe jumping back into a high plank. Lower down for your choice of chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, up onto the toes, look ahead. Exhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. So we're going to take the left hand down to the mat underneath the shoulder, extending the right foot back. Take the right hand to the heart, elbow facing to the sky, and reach that right hand up to the sky for half moon. And maybe from there we can reach that right arm forwards. So maybe staying there, maybe taking those crunches. Elbow to knee as we exhale. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, let's come back down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach out to the side, up to the sky. Take the arms back, press the hips forward, lengthen through the front body. Exhale, hands to our heart. And release. Inhale, arms out to the side, up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. And exhale, stepping, maybe jumping back, lowering down for chaturanga. And inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's step or jump into a seated position again. And we're going to come back into our boat pose. So reaching the arms forwards. Maybe stay here, toes tapped. Maybe we'll lift the legs. Maybe you can straighten the legs there. Maybe even take the arms up as well. Keep lifting through the chest. Keep breathing. As we exhale, take the hands down to the ground at your right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down to the left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, right. Inhale, up. Exhale, left. Inhale, up. Reach the arms forward. Bring the feet down to the ground, around about hip width apart. And we're going to very slowly roll ourselves back as slowly as we can. Try and keep it nice and controlled. Slowly lowering back, down onto the mat. We're going to extend out, so reach the fingers out as high as you can, reaching as far away from the mat, toes reaching as far away as you can. And then we're going to find find a nice comfortable position for Shavasana. So maybe keeping the feet flopping out to the side, palms facing up. Maybe you'd rather bend the knees, take the feet nice and wide and drop those knees in towards each other again as we did in our Pranayama. Closing our eyes. And just observing our breath. Maybe you can feel the heart beating. As you inhale, feeling the breath fill the belly. And as you exhale, just allowing yourself to soften down into your mat. Stay with the breath, rising and falling. Keeping your eyes closed. You may want to stay there, or you may want to hug your knees into the chest, just rocking the knees from side to side. Rocking over to the side, just find that fetal position. Your new beginning. Congratulate yourself for taking part, for doing something for yourself today. And then whenever you're ready, pushing up into a comfortable seated position. We're going to take our arms out to the side, up to the sky, fill our lungs, our bellies. Exhale, bringing hands to our hearts, sealing our practice. And namaste. Thank you so much again for joining me. I can't wait to see you again tomorrow. Have a great day.